Hello. Welcome to today's stream. Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Hang on. Sorry, just to move things around a little bit. I was trying to get ready before the stream, and of course, I think my streaming PC had an update, and for some reason, every time it has an update, Mouse Without Borders just kind of dies. I don't know why. But don't worry, I got it working, so I can move my mouse between all the PCs. I say all of them, both. And I think you should be okay. But yeah, hello, welcome in. Must be Monday. We got another stream. Yes, hi Azzy. Yes, it is Monday today. Happy Monday. My wrist feels, just as a status update, my wrist feels a lot better. I think like it's getting to the point where I'm not noticing anything is wrong. And I think that's where you want to be, right? Because I mean, there's no pain. But hello, Flandere. And hello, Cupid. Thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you guys are doing well. So today, I wasn't entirely sure what we wanted to do. In terms of 2D or 3D, I think we've decided on, I say we, as if you guys had any choice, but I think I've decided on 3D. We're just going to continue on with the texturing because I feel like at this rate, I'm closer to completion of the model than I am the actual reference. So I think if it comes to it, I can literally just finish my model and then just take a screenshot of it as a reference. And I think that should be pretty good for other, like for me to be able to commission other people. So, and then we can start using the 3D model as well. So yeah, I think that would be good. So we're just going to continue with 3D today. I think we're working on the eyes last time. Let me just quickly swap. Yes, hello. I've tried to position myself, I can't speak, position myself a little bit better in the little square, triangle thing that I have. I think it's okay. If it's a little bit of like clipping, I think it should be fine. Just take it as me like trying to break out of jail, you know, break out of my little hole, I guess. Oh, that's a cute emote, Flounder. Hisu wave, that's so adorable. I don't think I have any. Do I have any wave ones? I don't think I do. Hang on, let me check actually. No, I have an arrive one. And I have a few other ones. I don't have a wave one. Damn, I need to get myself a wave one. Right, okay, so yes, here we are. Now I've moved my layout a little bit here. Usually I have the keyboard right in front of me, but now I've moved the keyboard to the side. I'm gonna disconnect it actually. I think that should still be fine. Yeah, I can still use it. It's just running on battery, so that should be fine. Hisui has some amazing emotes. Wait, those are amazing. What the fuck? How are they so... Oh wait, it's because I'm hovering over them. I get to see them like big picture. I didn't realize that was a thing. What the fuck? Yeah, they look amazing. I want whatever that is. A DJ and rapping? I don't think I'll ever rap in my life, to be honest. Right. Oh, wait, before I do anything, I need to turn this off. Wait, is this the right one? No, it wasn't the right one. No, it was the right one. Right, there we go. I've killed that one, so now my things actually work. But yeah, we were working on the eyes last time. I think what I said at the end of the stream was, right, I'm gonna look up some more references to see. I just realized I think I need to calibrate. I'm gonna look up some more references to see how I want it to look. And then I just didn't have time, so I haven't done that. Apologies. Where's my... There it is. Oh, that's better. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's much better. I didn't realize how uncalibrated my tracking was, to the point where it mirrored it without me actually mirroring it. That's kind of insane. But yeah, I think we'll just make some shit up, and I think that should be good. We'll just do what we want. Have you guys had a good weekend? my weekend was pretty good. I had a beautiful tasty pretzel. That was really nice. It was like a sweet pretzel. I've never had that before. Like, I've had like pretzel sticks, but that's not the same. The pretzel was really nice, but it was so difficult to eat. It just kind of went everywhere, especially with like it had like cinnamon on it or something. Especially with the cinnamon, it just kind of went everywhere, but it was so nice. I think next time I'll just get the pretzel sticks because I feel like they're easier to eat compared to like to this huge pretzel that's like right in front of you. But it's still messy because it's still just like cinnamon and sugar all over it. But it was very nice. Oh, I was gonna, well, I say I was gonna. There was an opportunity for me to get some more figurines, and I didn't. So I had no more figurines that I took home. Mostly because I got some new figurines, was it last weekend or the weekend before? And then I went to the same place and I wanted to see if maybe they have like swapped some of their stock out or something. Because like when I went last time, it was really difficult for me to choose because there was a lot of good characters and a lot of good figurines. So I was like, oh, I can't choose. There's so many. And then I was trying to avoid like the really expensive ones, like the 70-pound ones. But I got Madoka, which was a really good one for the price. And then I got a really sick looking figurine. But then I went back and they hadn't really swapped their stock that much. So I was like, okay, well, like I think they look good, but now I've had time to like process the figurines and now they weren't that exciting to me anymore. Like the ones that I didn't choose from last time. So I didn't get any new ones. I really wanted to, but I was like, no, then I'm just like spending money for the sake of spending money. So yeah, I made a smart decision, but I did get a haircut, which was nice. I wouldn't say I have like short hair now, but I have like, if you consider the crop of my thing, it's like that. Like that's how long my hair is pretty much. Which I think fits perfect with my bob here. It's not as short as the bob, but where is it? This one. It's not as short as this one, but did you get a haircut with the knife tool or did you just press V to snip? I'd say it was with the knife tool. Yeah, I think that was just easier for the stylist to do. I even brought like my own laptop. I was like, you know what? This is how you do it. And I showed her how to do it and she was like, oh, this is so easy. And she just used a knife tool and it was fine. So yeah. It wasn't that expensive either because I got a discount, which was really nice. Not because I was like a Karen or anything. It was just they happened to have a promotion and I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cheaper haircut. But then the place that I went to, they're relatively expensive. Probably the most expensive in terms of just getting like a haircut. So the price I paid was more like the regular price I am used to paying. But then if I go next time, it's gonna be like a lot more money. And I'm like, oh, okay. I still want to go though. I think the place was nice. So I'll try and give it a go again next time. But it's probably gonna be a couple months since I always forget that hairdressers exist and that I have to cut my hair. Right, we're gonna work on the eyes, right? I think that's what we agreed on. It will be on their head, wouldn't it? Yeah. Actually, let me do one thing real quick. Right, there we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think we're just gonna make some shit up and we'll see how it looks. And if we're happy, we're happy. If not, I can always go back in and update it. That's the beauty of being able to create it yourself. Especially with a thing such as an eye. Like it's super easy just to swap the texture out with something else. So I think we're good. Now, when it comes to geometry, we might have to, like, if we're gonna swap anything out like that, we might have to make some new geometry. But I think it'll be okay. I was thinking like just completely removing the circle and just replacing it with a square. Like that could be interesting. But then would that really look good? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We might just paint it a square on instead. But I was thinking it would be cool if it was animated. See, now I've convinced myself. Now I'm like, right, I need to do that. Because, like, what if I could animate it, like, spinning? You know? Like, that would look sick, wouldn't it? But would it look too distracting? Like, would it be too much? I don't know. So many decisions to make. How would I even make it spin? A bone? Would it be like a jiggly physics thing? I don't know. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just focus on the texture below. We'll ignore the little iris bit because we can always replace that with something else. I think if we were to replace it, I'd want it to be like a wireframed cube. So in that case, it wouldn't have like any... It wouldn't have like any texture. It would just have like one texture. So I don't think we need to worry in terms of painting it. What if I have the circle and a cube? Maybe that's... Too many decisions. All right. That's fine. I'm thinking maybe if we have like can you just rotate a bone? I don't know. I think I recently learned that to do things in Unity with like bones and stuff and animation, you need to have a root bone apparently. So I think I need to make sure that I have like a root bone and then like the actual bone. I think a lot of the physics engines that work with, I guess, physics, they require you to have like it won't just rotate the original bone unless you use Magic Cloth Spring. I think that allows you to move the bone itself, but how is it going to spin? I think that's the hard bit. Maybe I need to just animate it instead, which I don't know how I'm going to bring that in. There's a lot of things. Animating in Blender and then putting it into Unity is such a pain. Like, I remember when I was working on Lucy's commission, I had to separate the wings because I think when you do normalize in Naruto, it like fucks up all the bone rotations and stuff. So if you then have an animation, it just breaks it. So that means, as far as I understood, that means if you animate in Blender before normalizing it, it's gonna fuck up the animation unless you separate the item and import it or export it as its own FBX. Then you can use just like a generic animation thing and just have it work, but then you need them to be separate. So that's what I had to do on Lucy's. I had to separate the wings because I animated them in Blender, and then Naruto was like, haha, joke's on you. You thought this was going to be easy to get it into Unity, but... Hi, Dumo. So is Mouse Without Borders like Doctors Without Borders? Yeah, pretty much. So just imagine, instead of there being doctors, it's just like mice with lab coats. And they were basically trying to fix the connection between my two PCs. You know, they were routing cables around, and they just took a little bit longer than expected. PC had an update, and it was like, you know what? We need to reroute the cables because Windows fucked us up. What's going on here? Why is it so pixelated? All right, let's work on the eyes for now, and we'll get back to it, I think. Oh yeah, I think we added this like almost like highlight, didn't we, last time? Cool. Cool. Right. Let's see. I think I don't want these ones. That's better. Oh, she looks so happy when like the highlight is showing, doesn't she? Like when she has just like big green eyes. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think, do you know what it is? I think the reason why the effect doesn't work, you know, the effect that we talked about, is because it's not flat with the iris. Not flat, but it's not like further in. I think that's what's like breaking the effect. So we can do like, it will take us 2 seconds to do that inside Blender once we go back. But we need to do, well, we should finish the texture first. before we do anything else. So I was thinking we have this like thing. Let's just duplicate this one. And then let's clear the mask. So I want to add like a... Ooh. Oh shit, I haven't prepared my tablet. Hang on. I need to kill this and then open this and then make sure everything is set up. Which I don't know if it will be, but we'll see. No, it's not. Set to display. Right, I think that's the right one. Yay, it is. All right, cool. That makes more sense. I was just thinking like if we... Oh. Select the right brush, probably. Soft 3D brush. Make sure that mirroring is on. Like just a little bit of like a highlight here, but we're gonna change the color because I think it's a bit it's a bit too much of the same green going on right now. Oh shit. There we go. So I'm thinking, why don't we try any of the other... What's that screen? Try and make it a bit brighter. Actually, let's change it and then see. Ooh. I'm not gonna have this as a thing, but it looks kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Don't know which one's best. I feel like this one is best, but there's a lot of this just the same green if I do that one. Maybe I need to just go like... Yeah, everything's quite bright already. Maybe I need to go even brighter maybe. Or maybe I just need to change the color. Like what would be nice with green? I mean, purple fits, but I have a lot of purple already and it wouldn't really go as like a highlight color, right? I feel like yellow could be nice as well, but... Orange? Hang on, let's try orange. Oh, I think orange could be nice. I think you're right. Orange is like almost gold, right? So it fits with like the other bits. So yeah, I think that's good. Thank you. Thank you for that suggestion. Let me just duplicate this again and then clear mask. I think I just want to go just a tiny bit. I'll say that's almost like yellow, isn't it? Should I change that to be a bit more? Like so, maybe? See, I don't know if I should just like make this border be above everything. Or if it looks better without it. I feel like it looks better when it's on the bottom, right? Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay, that's nice. I think we can maybe add some more little specks of details as well. There's that one thing that people do. I don't really know why they do it, but they do like a little, let me show you. It's like almost like a little thing here. And then they'll like, I've done this before myself, but then they'll like erase it. They make it like a window, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's meant to be like more like eyelashes, where they do like, hi Chilky, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. That's like very messy, but do you see the vision? I think it needs to be a bit flatter. My phone just died. Oh, okay. Hang on, I'm asleep for a bit. My phone just decided to reset. Okay. Okay. That's fun. I hope it turns back on. Oh, it's back on. All right. That was interesting. I think maybe it should be more like in this corner. And how would it... See, I guess the eyelashes, they go up, right? They go up on this one. So I don't know how much it would look. I don't know how well it would fit if I did like a thing there. We can just do like a something else. Almost like a little like border. Right, I'm awake again. Welcome back to the land of the living. That looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Or does it? I don't know. I feel like because a lot of it gets obscured by the eyelid. I think it's better maybe just to leave it like simple. Yeah, leaving it simple should be fine. What did I miss? So my phone that I use for my tracking just kind of restarted out of nowhere, which is really good. So I went to sleep for a bit, but I'm back. We're just working on the eyes as well. Now, I don't like that they're mirrored. Usually I don't mirror, like as you can see on my, hang on. On my texture. Oh wait, I think the texture itself is mirrored. Oh, hello. But the highlights aren't. The highlights are on this one. But I could just flip them. Flip the UVs later in Blender. Yeah, I could just do that. Keep highlights separate. Yeah, I might just flip the highlights, like just mirror the highlights to make it not symmetrical. Because I don't know if I like the highlights to be symmetrical. It looks a bit too symmetrical. Do you know what I mean? But it's just nicer to paint and do all that stuff with symmetrical details. I do quite like them. I think they look quite good. So yeah, I think we'll leave it there. We can always come back to it and change things. And I might add a little spinny boy or something in the center. I think that could be cool. So yeah, ignore the clipping. There's like weird like clipping issues and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the triangulation that does it. And that they're just like on the edge and that's why. Symmetrical highlights make eyes look derpy unless the highlights are exactly in the center of the iris. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, there's a few things we're gonna tweak. I want to move the whole eye out. Oh, what I do want to do actually. I never know if it's best to, you know, like take the original texture and then just flip it to make it on the outside, or if we should just take the border color. So let's just quickly do that now. So I think it's this one, isn't it? So if I just duplicate you, and I'll, where's the other? Is it this one? Yeah. If I just like take the entire thing. I just want to see what that looks like. Face needs facial texture in my opinion. Very smooth. I think dimples will look good. I don't have dimples, so I'm not going to add dimples. But yeah, I think we're not entirely done yet. I think I want to add a bit more blush maybe. I want to rework this bit. It's meant to be like a tired look. I think everything else we're keeping quite simple. I might add a bit of like, just like eyeshadow-ish or like texture up here. And obviously we're going to add, well, I was going to say, obviously we're going to add like shadow. Like we're going to paint the shadows on, but we're not going to do that. We're going to let the shader handle it, because you'll see that what happens is if you paint the shadow and then have a shader that adds it on, you get like double shadow, which is what I have on my neck on my 1.0. But it's really good for like if you're just going to do unlit, because then you don't have to worry. So we're gonna let the shader handle a lot of work with this one, I think. What did I say that I was gonna do? Oh yeah, we were gonna see like, I think there's a bit of gap, so we need to move it further in. But I feel like this, it's hard to see because the eye is so far back, which we're gonna fix, but I feel like that just looks good. But I could also just flip the texture or mirror the texture. I wonder if maybe I should, this is the glowy bit, right? I'll just duplicate this one and do the same with this one, but we're not going to touch it. We're just going to like leave it as what it is to try and replicate that like glow on the other side. But I think we might also need this one to do that. And now it has those lines. If we just remove just something to make the face more complex. I get what you mean. Yeah, I think because I'm going for like a anime faces are usually just very smooth unless it's like a certain age, right? They usually don't have like a lot of detail to them. It's more just like makeup and stuff. I would put eyes a bit farther out because from this side it tends to be blank. Yeah, so the eyes are going out. I just can't do that in Substance. I'd have to do that in Blender. But there's a few things we're gonna have to fix. So like, I don't know why, but this like eyelash is like separating, or it's like not being flush. These two eyes are not being flush, and the eyes themselves are gonna come further out as well. Because I think when you, if you look, I think I mentioned or talked about this last stream, but when you look at an eye from the side, like of a real human being, this bit is like furthest out, right? Because it's at the front of the eyeball. But we don't have an eyeball here, so we kind of just have to fake it and make it look similar. So yeah, I'm gonna move that out because it's very far back at the moment. And I think we wanted to address some of the positions of the eye. I think the eye socket is also quite far in, so we might fix that as well. But I think we should be okay to do the texturing and then make those tiny adjustments. Yeah, my eyes are a bit sunken in. That's right. Frog eyes? What the hell? What do you mean frog eyes? They're not that bad. What does a frog eye look like? Oh god, am I gonna search frog eyes and it's gonna be like a dissected frog or something? Oh no, it's not. Oh, they're cute. Well, depends on the frog. Some frog eyes are not cute. Thank you for the head pat, Luma. I hope you're doing well. Holy hairline. Right, listen, that's just because the front hair is gone, all right? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not that bad when I have the front hair. Look. Okay, it's still pretty bad, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This fringe is never going to get lifted up. Actually, the hairline starts like here. This is canon now. I just haven't modeled it. Oh yeah, so what you see is because we're in base color view. I don't know why. Oh, because of that. That's why we're in base color view. Yeah, so if you want to have back face culling on, you're going to have to go into base color. And that's how we're able to do this. But it looks a bit bad with the material view. Put some hair texture behind. So there is, there will be color there over here. So it will make it look fuller than what it is. It's just like the backface culling, it's kind of messing it up. But in Unity, I think you can set backface culling separately on materials. So the hair, we're gonna turn it off because this is just a plane. But on the eyes, we're gonna have it on. And then the front bits are, what's it called? The normals are flipped. So that's how we get this effect where nothing's like seen from the front, but you can like see it do this basically. We totally need a redeem to just remove the front hair. I mean, I can do that. I can do all sorts of things now. I'm keeping the front hair separate anyway, so that should be fine. It will look a bit cursed though, I'm not gonna lie. It will look a tiny bit cursed. Why is this like hair? Oh, there we go. Because I haven't actually closed this off. Hedgehog eyebrows? Hedgehog eyebrows? What's wrong with the eyebrows? Thank you again for influencing me to learn substance. Having layers makes the workflow much faster. Hey, let's go. It does, doesn't it? Are you using paint layers or are you using fill layers when you work with yours, by the way? What's going on with my neck? It's like I have a gaping hole. What the hell? Oh, I think it's the chroma key. It's the chroma key that's like erasing my neck for some reason. That's pretty funny. Yeah, this whole like thingy setup, it's not like perfect in the way that like I think you need to use a chroma key. Oh my god. Oh, I'm chopped. My head is just chopped off. That's really good. Hell yeah. Oh wait, we're back. Oh, we're back to small head. No! Don't fix it with that. Sorry. Eye hair things, whatever you call them. Whimpers? Whimpers? Do you mean eyelashes? These ones? That's how people look after spamming neck training. Hello, Rudy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've just been working out. I've just been working out, guys. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. I'm using paint layers for now because it's close to what I used to do in Blender, but I'll test the color layers for details and stencils. Honestly, it's so nice. Like, it's not ideal for situations where you have like a billion different colors, right? So example, I've used quite a few colors on these eyes. My god, head, there we go. I've used quite a few colors on the eyes, so there's a lot of different layers. But if you ever need to change the color, you can just do so at any time with the fill layer, which makes it so nice. You can't as easily do that with a paint layer. What you can also do, which is really nice, is you can treat it as like a masked area. So if I add like a, yeah, so if I have like let me see, if I have like this area, oh my god, hang on. Why aren't you letting me? Oh, there we go. Right, so if I have this area, which is like, oh my god, I'm taking up like half the fucking screen. Like, I just want to paint inside this, right? What I can then do is I can then go onto this icon, which you can't see because I'm in the fucking way. Fuck, hang on. I'll put the layers up here, you can see it, right? That probably makes a bit more sense actually. So this is a fill layer. I've just like put a mask on it, put a black mask, which means that in the black mask, I can then paint on it, right? All good. Oh my god. Yeah, this this frame thing doesn't work with my redeems. It just, wait, actually, hang on. I can just zoom out a little bit. I think that's better. What you can then do is you can click on the little icon, which is where you select the color usually, down here where I am. You can then right click that and do add paint, which you can't see actually. Oh shit, that makes a lot more sense. So basically you right click it and there'll be like a pop-up saying add white mask, add black mask, add bitmap mask, you know, all that stuff. There'll be one that says add paint. And what that then does is it's just like a paint layer, but it's contained in the mask area here. So if you can just change it to like any color, but it means it won't go out the lines. Like no matter how I try, it doesn't go outside lines. So there's lots of little things like that you can do, which is really handy. I think Substance Painter, as much as I don't like who makes, or not who makes it, but who bought it, as in like a company, as much as I don't like them, it's a very nice program, even for hand painted stuff because of this. Like it just works really well. There's a re-import mesh button that just 99% of the time just works. And if you install a toon shader from ArtStation, there's one that's free. You can then set it up so that material just has toon shading or just no shading, like it's just unlit, if that makes sense. So it's really good for that, I think. I don't think I need this layer, do I? No. I'm just gonna delete it. But yeah, otherwise you're gonna have to be in base color all the time if you want to see like unlit, unless you change the shader. So I think there's also a brand new paid plugin that you can do, but I haven't used it, so I don't know if it's good. I assume it is, but you know. What does huge listeners do? Yeah, it gives big ears, 100%. But no hair, so no fur ears at the moment. Yeah, that is true as well. If there's no hair, the ears aren't there. I'm planning on having, like, if I go bald, the ears will still be there. I was gonna originally, like, add a little bit of, like, skin color to the ears, like, just at the base. I might still do that. I haven't decided yet, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It needs to be so small that it doesn't show up when the hair is actually on. Or maybe I can just do like a texture swap. I could do that as well, but then it would look a bit weird because this bit would be like skin. Yeah, the ears are big ears. Oh, they get cut out a little bit because of the thing. I feel stupid now. No, don't feel stupid. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, what are we doing? So I think we're leaving the eyes there. I think they're okay as they are. I'm not sure if I'm leaving the eyelashes yet. I think the eyelashes we can still do a bit more on. There's a lot of things that just aren't in the right position, and I don't know why. Like this shouldn't happen. Like this shouldn't show like that, but... Oh yeah, we were gonna do the face, weren't we? Yeah, I remember now. Right, so these are the eyes. Ooh. So we're just gonna save. And we're gonna leave that. We do have a bit of lipstick, which I think looks nice. I don't know if this is the color I'm gonna end up going with, but Egg Me didn't work with bald Zenny. Egg Me makes me bald. I think that's the issue. It does like a little spray, and then it does a cloth which is green, which has green screened away, unfortunately, because transparency just stopped working for me in Naruto. I don't know why. But it doesn't like, it just keeps me bald basically. Actually, I think they do fight a little bit. So I think if one of them goes back to normal, it will go back to normal for both, if that makes sense. I've had to set up like a queue system for a lot of the redeems because they just were fighting with each other. Does it not crack an egg on your head? No, it turns my head into an egg. Previously, I haven't fixed it fully yet, but previously what it would do is it would remove my hair, it would polish my skull, and then it would make it all shiny, and then it would flip me upside down so that my head looked like an egg. But the flip bit, I don't know, something about it broke, so I haven't fixed it yet. Hi Zingy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I don't actually have anything to drink at the moment, because I forgot, or I ran out of time to get myself a drink. So I will take a drink as soon as I get my break, or I'll get a drink as soon as I get my break, and then I'll drink when we're back from the break. Does that sound good? Go drink some water, please. Girl, you got hiccups. I always have hiccups. I get hiccups from drinking water, unfortunately, or drinking anything. I get hiccups a lot. It really sucks. But it's fine. I'm okay. There was like a certain point in time where I used to have hiccups like every single day. It's not that bad anymore. Breathing is hard. True. Breathing is hard. Breathing is especially hard if you have asthma. I wouldn't recommend. The only thing I'm missing in Substance is that in Blender I can place the reference image in the back and trace over some details like t-shirt prints and tattoos. Boy, do I have a fun tool for you. So it's not, I don't think you can necessarily put references in, but there is a tool called projection, which I'll show you how to use it real quick. So I think you need to use a paint layer for this, but if you do projection, this is not projection. If you do projection, and then what you can do is go into assets, which is here for me. Go into textures, or actually let's just do let's do alphas. Why not? I want a fire on my head. What you do is you have the projection tool open and you drag the fire over to where it says base color. So not in the color, but the text base color. And that basically allows you to project whatever you want. So you can do it in UV, in the UV mode, or you can do it in 3D. And as soon as you start painting, I have mirroring on, which is why it's like fucked up. But as soon as you start painting, it will just do that. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but with alphas, they always have a black background and white is where it goes. I wonder if you need to do, hang on. I wonder if you can put this somewhere else, maybe. If I do OP. I know that's not working. But yeah, if you have a texture, you can do that basically. So if I go, there might be a way to get alphas to work with it. But if I have like this thing, it'd be really nice if I could add it. This is a normal, but if I just did that, you can just paint it from like any angle. And if you do mirroring, it will mirror it as well, which is really nice. So if I do like this bit, it will mirror it. So this is like a way around it for tattoos and stuff like that. If you need to project anything at all, ever. Well, I think there's a project tool in Blender as well, and it works very similarly. You can also rotate. There's a couple of shortcuts. I think it's if you hold S, you can like zoom in and out, rotate it, do all that fun stuff. I think if you, where is it? It should usually come up. Oh yeah, so if you hold S, it says S middle is stencil pan, S left is stencil rotate, S shift left is stencil snap rotate. So there's a lot of things you can do. Like this is me snap rotating, but it doesn't really show it very well because of what this is. And then if you want to remove it, you can't really see it, but it says base color bevel cross, and you just press the X next to it and it becomes normal again. So yeah, I think that's the closest thing to the whole like tracing bit if you need to ever do that. Blender has a stencil. Yeah, so it will work similarly like in Blender. It's just, in my opinion, a lot nicer in Substance. Because I feel like everything is just like there in the tool. You don't have to go to like a separate panel and like do any changes you want. So I'm gonna ask the question, what's the benefit of it over Blender? There's a lot, I'd say. So for one, Substance Painter only really gets used for texturing and baking. So for the baking bit, I don't know if it's like any better than Blender, but for the texturing bit, you have layers, which is really nice. So all of these are layers. You can't natively have layers in Blender yet, asterisk. I'm hoping that they will introduce it at some point, but for now you can't natively have it. Now there are plugins that you can download like Uka Paint and other ones. And this one called the Paint System that will give you layers, but they do it in a not a roundabout way, but it's not like an easy implementation. I think as far as I understood it, they save each layer as an image, and then once you want to combine layers, they combine all of the images together into one. I'm new to this, so excuse me, I'm extremely confused. No, that's fine, that's fine. So yeah, Substance Painter has layers, which is really nice. It also has the pen tool, which is really handy as well. So the pen tool allows you to, if you've used Pen Tool Sai or Clip Studio Paint, it's very similar to the pen tool there, but basically it always starts with like the biggest size ever, but you can basically click in 3D space and then you can paint. So this is really good for stitches, things that you need in a straight line, stuff like that, anything you need to like basically make a line for. And what's also really good, which is just like a nice thing, is you can adjust, I think, pretty much everything while it's there. So you can change the brush and do all sorts of things. So I don't think Blender has this, as far as I know. Blender is very limited in terms of texturing. Now, a positive that Blender has over Substance Painter is that Blender is free. Substance Painter is not. Substance Painter is also owned by Adobe, I think, which is a grand old shame. Now, I think you can outright, don't quote me on this if I'm incorrect, but I think, at least in the past, you could outright buy Substance Painter from Steam. So you'd buy like a yearly version. You only need to buy once, but it's quite a high price. Or you can subscribe monthly, which means you never own it, and you have to keep subscribed to keep it. I got it when I was a student, so it cost me nothing, which was really nice, and that's the only reason why I really am still using it. And I'm not going to give Adobe any money. I might consider, like, I'm not going to give them any subscription money. I might consider buying it outright once, and that's it, but I do very much like the new shiny features. So yeah. Oh, and I think what Substance Painter also does really well is you can wrap things around really nicely. So if I get a texture, right, so I want this fabric on my skirt. This is just like a texture. I can choose it, you don't see it, but it basically comes up as, do you want it to be a mask, a base color, height, metallic, like all the different channels. You can move it like this, which obviously doesn't look very good, but there's lots of tools that you can use to adjust it and stuff like that. Or you can change the way that it warps. So at the moment I have warp projection, there's cylindrical projection. There's lots of little like different options that you can do with this, which makes it really handy for things that aren't just like a plane And then I think they did a new one. I think War Projection was the new one, but I think they also have, is it triplanar? Like they have a few different options now. It's not like the most perfect thing that's going on here because of how I've set up my UVs, but there's a bunch of different options that you can select to get this look nice. You can also just completely fill it to the UV. So if you have like a texture, where is it? Fill layer is not paintable. Oh, right. Okay. So I think if I have like a texture, if I just place it on here, so let me just delete that. If I just place it on the UV and then do base color, it's a texture that I can just move around. So if I have like say this bit, I want this specific bit to only be, what am I doing? To only be this texture, then what I can do is, where is it? I can like do this, and then I can put repeating tiling on, which makes it really easy to add like textures and stuff on there. Or you can get it from a friend. That's true. I will never say no to getting it from a friend. Friends are important, all right? But yeah, Substance Painter is a really cool program, and they weren't created by Adobe. I think they were bought out later. So obviously they have had very passionate people that work on this, that have made it the great program it is today. It's just a shame that the parent company is Adobe at the moment. Did you study graphics design? No, I haven't. You can still buy Substance Painter on Steam permanently, a yearly edition basically. Yeah, so that is an option if you don't want to give Adobe any like subscription money and you actually want to own it forever. That is an option. If you're a student, I would highly recommend you look up their student discount. It's a bit of a few hoops you have to jump through, but basically it gives you 1 year access for free. Don't have to pay anything, which is really nice. I think it's very easy if you have like a university email, because you just need to validate that email. And when I went to uni, I got a university email. I assume it's the same thing for every other uni that is out there, with probably a few exceptions. But they also list like organizations, so you just need to select the one that you're with or the university you're with. And they do make you jump through hoops, but it is possible. Substance Painter is $194.99 for me though. So yeah, it's expensive to buy outright. It's more expensive to subscribe. It's definitely worth it if you don't really care about the newest features or like having to stay up to date. They don't update that often, I don't think, so it's not like you're losing a lot. Like you can maybe buy like every 3 years and get like some really nice updates. But yeah, I really like the program. It's just unfortunate who owns it. But yeah, that's a few things that Substance Painter just does better than Blender. It also has the baking thing, which I'm not too familiar with. I think I keep fucking it up. What it's really good at is baking high to low. It's really easy to set up. You don't need to like bother with any nodes or anything. But you can also bake like normal maps, AO, curvature, position. You need to make sure you set your UVs up correctly to do this, because otherwise you're gonna get broken shit that I did, because I have overlapping UVs intentionally, but it's still like fuck shit up. Like this is old. I think this was old. I think this was from when we had the little tufts of hair, which we're still having, but we're gonna add it on later. But it will fuck up your bake if you have like any overlapping stuff, so don't do that. I need to make sure you have like enough space in the margins, but I think programs have gotten really good at just doing that now, so I don't think you need to worry about that much, as long as they're not like side by side completely. But yeah, other than that, it's just like a decent program. I got completely like distracted what we're doing. I think we're working on the face. Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a 3-minute break. Don't worry, I'm gonna pause everything. I'm gonna save as well so that nothing gets lost. We'll take a 3-minute break and then we'll be back, and I'll get something to drink, all right? So I can do the hydrate, all right? Cool. I'll see you guys very soon. BRB. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait. I have a drink. Where's my glove? All right, got it. I'm gonna do the hydrate. Did you hydrate redeem again? Or am I crazy? No, you did. All right, 2 hydrates. Is this 7-Up? No, it's Vimto. I think we're trying to cut down on the 7-Up. So we just didn't buy any. It's not, it's Vimto. Hang on, let me shake it. Oh wait, I have a lid, hang on. You can't hear it. There's no drink shaking ASMR. What the hell? Yeah, it's because I'm using sonar. It doesn't pick up anything. It's Vimto. It's Vimto. Not 7-Up. 7-Up plus syrup? Plus syrup? What syrup? Isn't that just putting sugar in sugar? But yeah, we're trying to cut down on 7-Up. The 6 7-Up, fuck's sake. Not the 6 7-Up. So we just didn't buy any more, basically. And that's how we're fighting it. But I did, like, I was at work and I was like, oh, I really want something sweet. And usually I just go and get a 7-Up. But instead we didn't have any. So I, like, went into the kitchen and tried to, like, see if there was anything sweet in terms of a snack that I could have. And there just wasn't anything at all. What the hell? My stomach really wants something sweet, but we just didn't have any. I thought we had at least a lollipop or something, but no, I ate those ages ago. Well, I'm going to bed now. Bye-bye. No worries, Dumo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night's sleep. Just eat sugar. No, that's not the same. I wanted, like, I don't know. I was contemplating getting some cereal because we just, we have Cocoa Pops, caramel, because we wanted to try it out. And then Visu went to the store today and he got some new Cocoa Pops, which was like Cocoa Pops Choco Mix, which I think has like normal chocolate and white chocolate, which is insane because what do you mean white chocolate in a cereal? That seems weird. And we also got some like non-chocolate cereal, but I might try that one a bit later, maybe. Just have a little bit. Vimto is pretty sweet though, but it's just not the same as like something crunchy, you know? Or something fizzy. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I hate when the... Oh my god, can you leave? There we go. I fucking hate Windows, man. How do I turn this shit off? Can I even turn it off? I don't know if I turned it off, but you know when you go to like the corner of your PC and like that's, I think I've turned it off on my actual computer, but not on the stream one. It will say like the weather and it will say like your temperature and like that's fine, but then when you hover over it, it just opens up this ugly ass like thing that comes up. It's really annoying. White chocolate isn't chocolate. It has 0% cocoa. Really? I believe you, but I feel like you're tricking me. Is that true? I'm trying to get on a diet too, so when I want something sweet, I try to drink a lot of water or diet soda. I really like... Hang on. I need to think. How do I pronounce that? Guarana? Because it tastes like candy. I've never heard of that one. Hang on. Let me Google it. Yeah, so I think... It's a plant. Oh. I don't think I've ever had that. Oh, it's also a soft drink. Interesting. Yeah, I've never tried that. I want to try that now. But yeah, we're basically, we're trying to be good in terms of food, and the best way that I find is to have like zero sugar drinks alongside it, but it comes to a point where like it becomes too much and starts to hinder you. For me anyway, like I've been drinking a lot recently because it's been warm. Hiccups again. So my body's like, no, you need something nice and cold. Something fizzy that's nice and cold. But now I'm just like, no. I wanna try not to have it. I wanna actually drink more like just water. I say that. I'm drinking Vimto, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, it's like a squash. It's like you put a little bit of like juice concentrate and then you mix it with water, which apparently Americans don't have, which is crazy to me, but it's that basically. And I don't know what flavor Vimto is. It's like just like a regular squash taste. I mean, Vimto comes in different tastes as well, but it's like the original one, which is let's see. It's a mixed fruit soft drink containing the juice of grapes, raspberries, black currants, and black carrots? What's black carrots? I've never heard of that. Flavored with herbs and spices. I've never, oh my god, they're actually, what? I've never seen a black carrot before. How cool. Yeah, some people might call it cordial, but I never really use that word. I'd rather use squash or in Norwegian it's saft, which just means juice. So, but it's not juice as in like apple juice. It's like juice as in like you mix it with water. It's a Brazilian soda, but very popular outside the country. The little crystal on her collar looks like a plum bob. I'm a sim. It does, doesn't it? If I ever do a sim stream, which I don't know if I'll do, just because of how EA is also like not a great company. But if I ever do a sim stream, I do want to just add like, what'd you call it? A plumb bob? I think that's what it's called, isn't it? It's a thing that goes above your head. But it does, doesn't it? It kind of does. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ooh, thank you, Saribot. They just immediately ban someone who asked if I wanted more paid followers. There we go. Right, okay, so what are we doing? The face. Yeah, I think I just want to fix this bit. I think it goes out too much. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix it, which is gonna not look entirely right, and then we're gonna fix how far in the socket is, if that makes sense. You can make it change colors with the mods too. Oh, with the moods? Oh, now you've given me an idea. Oh, now you're giving me an idea. What if I toggle like an angry toggle and it changes color? Oh, I want to do it. It should be quite easy. Just to like do it in like, well, oh, I'm not using Payomi. I'm not gonna be using Payomi. I'm gonna be using Payomi in VR chat, but not for my model. I have to think about these things. I've been so spoiled. I've been so spoiled with Payomi as a shader. Like, I love that shader with all my heart. And I really like Potatune, which is what I'm currently using. But in terms of features, Potatune does have like less features than Payomi. So it's just like those little things that I have to like consider, like, oh, will Potatune support it? Which I think it will. I think surely Potatune must have like a hue shift, right? I know Payomi does, but I don't know if Potatune does. I think Potatune has their own documentation as well. Let me have a look. If not, I can. They have like a feature request place. I think I can try and request it if it doesn't exist. Material settings. Maybe it can just be animated, actually. So there's a color grading. So there's a base hue, adjust hue for lift base color regions. Applies color grading only to selected areas. Yeah, so I should be able to do it. I should be able to do it. Like I can add a mask. So yeah, that should be fine. I love Payomi. Could never make the paper model without it. Oh, yes. I saw that one. Hang on, I'm just gonna have to get up. I need to refresh my memory. Oh yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Is that one used with Payomi? It looks really good. I'm gonna have a quick sip. Am I right in thinking it's like a billion planes to make like the paper effect? Because it's like flat, isn't it? Yeah, it's like fully flat. That's so cool. It reminds me of, I don't know how people have done this in VR chat, but sometimes you can stumble upon like flat avatars, like completely flat, like paper flat in VR chat. And I think it's an actual 3D model, like that they've made flat, but I just don't know how they've done it. But yours is like proper like paper flat. I think that's really cool. Yes, with Payomi. I'm making a showcase with it, so the hair changes color with the moods too. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Showcases. I need to finish mine. I have a couple models that I need to finish showcases on that I haven't done yet. I haven't been like, I haven't been set in stone about like a specific format. I need to like find my format, like find the format that works for me. But I haven't got that yet. I started with Lucy's model. I had like a thought. I was like, oh, I see a vision here. So I started doing some recording bits, but then I don't know where to take it from, like what else to do with it, if that makes sense. Like how to finish it off. So I need to look at that. And I just haven't had the time yet. But I'll get there. And I'll post a showcase and I'll get 1 billion followers. That's how it works, right? I just don't understand the twitter.com algorithm. It's so confusing to me. Let's see, where's the... it's this bit, right? Let's add paint. There we go. I think I want to do showcases in Unity because that's where all the shader stuff is set up. Like, if I do showcases in Blender, it will only use the base textures unless I also do additional shader setup in Blender, which I feel like it's a bit like, unless I'm doing animations, I don't see a reason to do that, if that makes sense. Because it, like, all roads lead to Unity anyway, where it has like a beautiful shader setup with Payomi. So it just makes it a bit difficult to justify spending time setting up a shader setup, which won't be like one-to-one to the Rudo model. And that could be seen as maybe a bit misleading. So I need to figure out a way to like get it quick and dirty in Unity, but like animating in Unity sounds like a pain. So I like to use Rudo now to showcase, but that has its own issues where you can't, like, you know how in Blender you can render shot by shot, like frame by frame, and you can combine it all, and that means you can have like 8K by 8K like video basically. You can't do that in Boruto as easily, which makes it a bit harder to use, because if you're like far away, if you're trying to show like the full model in Boruto, it does get quite what's it called, like the texture, not the texture, but like the model, just it has like that anti-aliasing like pixelation effect, which doesn't look that great. You have to get really up close to see like the proper line art and stuff, and it looks good. But then if you're trying to showcase like the full model, it makes it a bit difficult. So yeah. And I also like to use Shoost, but that has the same issue. It has a cap on, last time I checked anyway, it has a cap on the resolution, which means you can only make it a certain resolution, which is a bit of a shame. There's some ways to make the flat model in VRChat based on view position, but it's very complicated and I'm not that smart to try it. Mine are made like a bunch of paper glue together with normal humanoid rig. I think, honestly, I think that's cooler, to be honest, because it sells the effect more that it's actually paper. Like, there's this one avatar that I have saved. I think it's like a Hololive character. I don't know who it is, but it looks like a sticker, and you can see that it's a 3D model, but it's all flat. Or you can see it from the side, it's flat, but it's still a 3D model. So it's more like looking into a window of a 3D model rather than it being paper. I think the way that you set up that one, like that model, was a lot cooler and more like real as paper than anything else, if that makes sense. But yeah, I have no idea how to do that in VRChat. It's like magic to me, to be honest. It's probably something like not simple, but something just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like when you first learn about it, you're like, oh yeah, that, of course, why wouldn't you do it that way? Like that makes so much sense. But it's just about knowing that initial like way to do it, I guess. I'm gonna make a new layer here. I just want to have like a little bit of like, not an eyeshadow, but just to signify that it's an eyelid more than anything. So I'm thinking if we add like just a little bit of like almost like shadow here, then that will make it look more real. But I'm gonna have to mask it to the face only. Oh, quick pro tip as well. I don't know if you've seen this, but you can do geometry masks. Hang on, let me show you. So if you click this square, if you have everything separate as geometry, you can very quickly mask things out. That's one of the pitfalls of Substance Painter that I find, is that, you know, in Blender, you can select specific faces and mask that, and that's like really amazing. You can't do that in Substance as far as I know. Please correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, because that would like save my life. But if you have them as separate geometry, you can click this and it will come up as a geometry mask on the side here. And my big head is in the way, but it basically says like all the meshes, and you can also click specific ones. Now, if you just want to select one and then turn everything else off, you can select the one you want to turn off like I did. So I basically, it was like this. I click the face, it turns it off, and then you can, there's like a little arrow. You can kind of see it, and it says include all, exclude all, or invert. If you invert, it gives you just the one to be on, which is really nice. So yeah, just those little things that you might not realize are there when you start, and then you're like, oh shit, yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. I'm gonna put this underneath the island shadow. I think makes the most sense. And I think we want to make sure that it doesn't go outside the eye, really. Yeah, I feel like that helps sell the this is an eyelid look. But what I've just realized, we might have to actually pull it further out, because this bit is like part of the eye, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Hello, Ems. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. How's your weekend been? Does that look weird? I don't know if it does. I feel like it looks okay. I'm a little bit worried about how it's gonna look when I'm going to blink, I guess. But that's a future me issue, right? No, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I can maybe like erase a little bit more. Just have it like be on the very edges maybe. And I think you see this line? I think this one is a bit too much. I think I'm just gonna go in here and just like try and erase it. Just not make it like as pronounced, I guess. Because one of the issues that I have with this model is you can see that I clearly didn't do the blink very well. I think I've improved this since, but if we look at the blink when I'm like up close, Hang on. Oh, that's very close. You can see that, like, there's like a bit of shadow. You can't really see it even, like, when I have my eyes open. But when I close it, you'll see it almost becomes like eyeshadow. And it doesn't look very good. It looks like I've smudged it, you know? If this was like a real eyeshadow, if that makes sense. I've also realized that I need to calibrate again, I think. Yeah, it does. Ooh! Where am I? Right, that's better. And we're back. Ooh, lag. My Naruto is like lagging massively. What the hell? Oh no, we're back. We're fine. I need to figure out what the hell's going on with my scene. I think there's something in it that I don't know what it is, but that's like causing me issues, and that's really annoying. I wonder if maybe this is like too dark. This line. I can't tell. Also, we need to fix this. It like sticks out weirdly. I don't know why, but we'll get to that once we get back into Blender, I think. Right. So, did we say we wanted to put maybe a bit more blush on? Or just give a bit more like warm to the face, possibly. It's a little bit like barren at the moment because I'm gonna be letting like the shader handle a bit of stuff. I think if we make it less pink and more like red, I think that would be good. This was a very minor adjustment, but I think that should be fine. And then I do want to erase it just a little bit because I think it's just a bit strong. But I think that's fine. Now, do we have anything else other than like more shadows that we want to add? I think maybe, oh, sorry. I just hit the microphone. I think maybe making a bit darker near the skull makes sense. Not as like a shadow, but just like almost like a gradient. Because then if I am bald, it will kind of just make more sense, won't it? Or maybe not. We'll see. So if I'm in body right now. That's not where I want to be. If I make one here, just called skull, and we of course want it to be like maybe just like this, but we'll do black mask, and then we're just gonna like softly paint it, I guess. Maybe not like entirely near the neck. This isn't really gonna be seen only when I go bald, but I think it'd be nice. Just so it's like not all like one color. And then I think we're gonna be adding the caster shadows are gonna be on. I'm also gonna try using an SDF map. I think that will look really good for the shadows. But I don't think we're gonna adjust much more. Oh, maybe we should do the eyebrows actually. The eyebrows are very, very barren at the moment. We'll just make a new one. I'm just gonna copy this. Actually, I'm just gonna take like a purple color. I think darkening the tip of the eyebrows will look good. Oh god. It's probably better if I just delete this and then do a paint layer in this case. And then just get it like that. Oh, make sure that the right brush is selected. Probably helps. I don't know, for some reason it like will sometimes just like deselect my brush. But I don't really know. I was thinking either it being like oh, either like the front bit is darker or the tip is. Not the tip, you know what I mean? Like the end bits. Ooh, what if I just make it like white? Like white on the ends, I mean. Would that be too much? That might be too much. Ooh, but I could, okay. So I think we'll keep it like that, but what we'll do is we'll just like fade it out a little bit. Like as if they were like real eyebrows. Oh God. Alright, that's fine. We'll just clean it up. And then maybe like the ends as well. I think that could soften it a little bit. I do like some strong eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie, I like some thick eyebrows, but I also think it's fine. I think we should soften this line as well. So if we, what do? We need to find it. I think is it mouth line? It's mouth line. All right, so if we go paint, and if we just select the, probably be in paint mode to be fair. If we just select the skin color, then, and just like try and maybe, just fade it out a little bit. I think that will, yeah, that looks better. I think that looks better. All right, cool. And for the lips, I think, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna set a default blend shape of the mouth. Like it's not gonna be straight out like this. I'm gonna set like a, almost like a cat mouth, which is kind of what we have in the reference. But I think the color of it is fine. Yeah, I think the color of it is okay. So I don't think we need to necessarily worry about that. I'm thinking maybe you should, oh, what's that? It's a bit of texture, isn't it? Is it blush? Oh no, it's this one. I think we can maybe darken this bit to make it just pop a little bit more. I think we should already have a, yeah, it's this bit. So I think if we do paint here, and then it's probably easier to do it in UV view actually. But we'll just select this color and then just make it maybe like a little bit darker. Now, the only issue is that with symmetry mode here, it works fine. With symmetry mode here, it doesn't always work. I have set up a specific brush for when I'm doing UV because it changes the way that the brush is. I think it's called like projected or something. So if I go to my layers, yeah, so for UVs, I like to do projection, alignment, UV, and then size, space, texture. But when I use my other brush, which is my 3D brush, I do alignment, tangent, wrap, and then size, space, object. So instead of having to change those settings all the time, I just made them two separate brushes, but they basically are the same brush. But the, whatchamacallit, the symmetry doesn't always work on the UV side, unfortunately. I don't know if that's just like a setting I've done wrong or something, but it's just a bit of a shame. I think we should make it even darker, like, well, like quite a lot. Like the symmetry has been okay so far. we just need to make it darker like all across. You can see some areas it doesn't. I think that's actually this layer that isn't fully painted on. I think there we go. Yeah. I think that's better. I think that's a lot better. It just makes it pop a little bit more. And I know that I've made the eyelashes white, so usually what I do is I draw like a little line. You can't really... Don't know if I have it on this one. Hang on, let's have a look. So let me just see. Oh no, I don't have it on this one. But I like to draw like a white line underneath the... It has to go on the lashes because it can't go on the eyeball itself. So I like to draw it on the eyelashes itself, but I didn't do it on this one. That's fine. All right. So because everything is kind of white already, I wonder if we can maybe add something else. What if we try and do like a purple line? I wonder how that would look. Or is that going to be too much? Maybe like a gold, but the gold wouldn't really pop next to the white, would it? I guess that's the only issue. Let's just try and do like, we'll just make another layer for it. Why not? I'll just use this purple. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think where it usually comes from. I think it's on this side. Or is it from this side? I don't remember actually. I'm just gonna try and make like a pronounced line and we can see how that looks. It might just not look right and then we can just delete it. Which is why I like to add things to different layers as much as I can. Hello Saiga, hi everyone, hi Zenny, hope y'all are doing amazingly great. I'm doing well, I hope you're too. Did you have a good weekend? I think, so last week I had a very stressful week at my day job. This week is a lot better. It's probably still would be quite stressful for a couple of weeks, but we've been able to manage it like a team and basically get around it. So we're doing a lot better. And it means that I can actually like not dread going to work. But it's just like kind of adult life, isn't it? How does that look? I don't know. I think that's... It's a bit much. It's a bit much. I think maybe we need something that should like make it pop. Or actually, is it too much? It kind of... It almost looks like a line art almost. So it's not like the worst. I wonder if that's what's missing. Like just like an edge around it maybe. That's a bit darker. Hang on. I'm just gonna fill the entire thing and we can always just change the color. Maybe a green at the center instead of a bottom line. That could work. Yeah. I think what is missing though as well is like some kind of line art. So I'm just gonna paint it with the purple, but we're not gonna finish it with the purple. Like I think it's just gonna become a different color, like maybe like brown or something. Because I think it goes too much with the eye bit at the moment. It needs something to like to look good. I think I'm gonna do this in the UV actually. I think that might be easier. I don't know if this is gonna mirror very well though. It's the only issue. And I'm just gonna paint you fully and then continue on. As you can see, my my lines are not like the greatest, but that's okay. like it will look good at the end. Yeah, like I don't think we're not gonna keep it as purple. Like that's fine. We just need to figure out what color we actually want. Maybe just even like, you know what, I'm gonna texture this one. What if instead of making the shadow gray, make it a little purple? Ooh, that might look good. Yeah. Hang on, I'll just finish the liner bit first. And we'll see how that looks. And then we'll see if maybe we can change the color. I just didn't want to like have too much of it just be like purple, if that makes sense. I say as I'm doing purple line art, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, I think the lines are a little bit wobbly here because of how the UV set up. So I'm gonna go back in with 3D brush. Now the only issue with the 3D brush I find is that sometimes it's like it's not allowing you to go as low as you want, but you can manually override it. So that part is fine. So don't worry about going over any edges. We can just clean that up in like a click afterwards. I see the gray on the eyelash being too close from the gray in the eye white, so maybe this is what's bothering you. Yeah, I think that is the like what's causing an issue for me. So we can try and change the color of the shadow to see how that would look after I'm done with this. I think just having like some kind of like border basically does make sense. I've just realized it's like really dark in my room. Give me a second, I'm gonna turn the light on. And I'm also gonna put the AC on because it's getting wham. All right, AC is on. My poor house is like, oh my god, not the AC again. To be fair, I didn't actually have it on like, I was gonna say at all during the weekend, but I think that's a lie. I think I had it on a little bit, like in the evening, because it got really warm. But I was being very well, not even social. I was just being like a normal human being and like going outside on the weekend. So I wasn't home to actually like have the AC on, if that makes sense. I say as I never go outside usually, but it was good. It was fun. Outside? Grass? I know. Crazy, isn't it? I know. But it was quite good. I had some nice food. Had that really nice pretzel. Got a haircut, which I needed. And got to walk for a little bit. It was nice. There was a lot of people everywhere. But it actually felt quite nice. Like when I've like growing up where I grew up, like when you went outside, there just wasn't like a lot of people. Like if you went to like a city center, there was people, but it wasn't like that much people because the place I'm from just doesn't have like that many people. So when you go to like UK and when you go to like places where shops are and like where malls are and stuff like that, actually I don't know if there's any malls in the UK, but you know what I mean, like where like lots of shops are, you just see like a billion people, and it's kind of like I hate it and love it at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's nice to see like people like just around enjoying themselves, you know, but also you're in my way. Get out. But it's still nice. It's still nice. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna keep this as purple. I think maybe just like even just like a dark gray, I think helps. And what did you say? Try and add like a purple to the shadow. Make it a little purple. Oh, or maybe like a little bit gold. Hang on. Let's try both. I think we have a... I think we have like an eyeshadow thing. Where is that? Is it in eyes maybe? Oh, eyelashes. Ah, so I've made this one. Here's the issue. I've made this one. Or is it? Oh no, okay, so okay, never mind. If I add just a little bit of purple to this, just tiny bit. Or if I add a bit of like yellow. That's not yellow. That's like green. Sorry, my eye is really itchy. All right. Oh, I think the yellow is quite nice because it blends in a little bit with the eye. Hang on. I'm gonna be very artistic right now. What if, so that one's gold, right? But what if we make this one purple? I say gold as if it isn't just yellow, but you know what I mean. Maybe. I think it looks okay for now, but I think I need to make it more purple. Or just not at all. I don't know. Make the shadow with another color tint to it. Yeah, that's what I've done now, right? UK malls, for what you said, seem like a nightmare for people with social difficulties. A lot of people without much free space is a big pain. Okay, so it's not as much malls. I think malls was the wrong word. I meant like, you know, like if you go to like a city center, like there is a lot of people, don't get me wrong. And there will be like mall-esque things where you go. But it's not just like one big mall with like a billion people. It's like there's a lot of outside areas which look really nice. So you get to like breathe a little bit, but there is still a lot of people. Like comparing to how I grew up, there's a shit ton of people. But again, it is quite nice. It is quite nice. I would assume it's the same thing in the US. Like I can't even imagine like going to like New York or something. Like how crazy busy is that gonna be? Sorry, just need a drink. I've never been to the US, so I don't know how like crazy it is, but I can imagine it can get quite crazy if you go to like the city centers and stuff. Remember to save. Thank you, Q. USA represent. How busy would you say like your local area is without doxing your local area? I guess quote unquote local areas in the US are so big that even if you say like a city or a state, there's no way like anyone's gonna be able to locate you based on that, you know? But then like if I say, oh yeah, I'm from blah 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 city, it's like you probably wouldn't be able to locate me, but you have a bigger chance of doing so. Yes, it looks better already. Maybe make the bottom just a tiny bit darker to separate from the eye, but keep the center gold. Oh, maybe, yeah. Hang on, I'll do that. I just didn't want to lose like any like saturation, I guess. I think this looks very artistic. This is not like me. I might do art, but I'm not artistic. Like I have no artistic bones in my body. New York will surely be an experience. Don't know if the good or bad way. I think it'll be cool to go. On a scale of empty to cheek, it's pretty up there. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, like cheek to cheek, like you're right next to people. Yeah, that's fair. Body odor go burr. I mean, I can imagine it's like can get quite bad if it's like summer as well. If it says that many people and it's like, you know, not a heat stroke, but like a heat wave or something. Also, Senny is artist, can't confirm. You say that. I don't have like a... I wouldn't say I have like an artistic eye. I can look at art and be like, yeah, that looks sick. Or that looks good. Like if I look at animations, I'm like, yeah, that looks amazing. Why it looks amazing, I don't know. I just know that it looks amazing. Like I love it. Like this is like the fight scenes that I have in my head whenever I have a shower. Like, but actually in real life. Do you know what I mean? But there were people who like, they will look at something and be like, oh yeah, this looks really good because XYZ. Like they just know why. And I'm just like, no, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I just look at it and go, wow. There's like my hair stands up and I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's cool. Paul Sunny is surely the best art of the century. I can confirm. I think it's pretty up there, maybe. Yeah, I feel like we can put this in a museum, to be honest. I don't know if 2.0 will live up to the great... Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, like, with my head. But it just looks very nice in 1.0. 2.0, I don't think it's gonna live up to the hype, unfortunately. But we can see. I mean, there's no double ears going on this one, so that's nicer, you know. I do have human ears on this model that you can see in this fucking ugly ass gap. But that's fine. You never see it if I look from the front, so it's all good. Ah. I'm back. Thank you for throwing me. I got completely confused and distracted. Oh yeah, okay. So we should try and figure out where this disappeared to. I don't know where this opacity went. Oh, it's there. Okay, that explains it. That's fair. Cool. All right. Yeah, we should probably erase the gold line from this. Actually, I've just realized. That's not meant to be there. Bottom outfit. Where is that? Probably in skirt. Skirt. All right, here. Let's do another paint mask. Because I do like to live non-destructively. Oh, okay. Well, that was fun. Oh, yes. I know why. It's because I was stupid. But that's fine. Fixed. There we go. Right. Okay, cool. So that's done. I realized I don't have Pure Ref open. Am I missing something like from the skirt? I'm opening it now. A new version. No, I'm okay. I'm okay for now. No, it's just that one line actually. So that's actually there were 2 lines on the original, but I think just keeping 1 line is fine. That's okay. She's deaf in the human ears. Yeah. Wait, how would that work? Should I just have a hole there instead? Just like an empty hole? Well, empty hole. I don't know about that. I need to have like a brain in here, but... So you can hear all the gossips? Oh, yeah, true. Sandy's cat ears are not real. We got scalp. No. Okay, so listen. They are real. I just... It's a birth defect that I'm fixing, all right? I'm going in for surgery, and that's why I'm removing the ears. I said deaf, not amputated. But imagine, I just have like a random hole where the human ears would be. No, I'm not gonna do that to myself. Oh, I know someone mentioned dimples earlier. I did consider adding... It's not... See, I was gonna add it because I'm not proud of my dimple, but I'm like, it's unique in a way. it only happens with a specific action. But then I was like, I have this IRL. It would be something that would identify me in a way. So I'm not going to add it because I think, like, there's probably other people that have it, but I've never seen it on anyone else. So I'm not going to add that. I had the plan of adding it though, but yeah, we're not going to do that. So there's not going to be any dimples, but I did want to add one at some point or earlier on. I've seen 3 people with dimples in my life, I think. I've seen some with like, without adding too much information, I've seen some with like, you know, like the smile ones. They're very cute. I like the smile ones. But I've not seen anyone with the same type that I have, which makes it a bit, yeah, but they should only show up with a smile. Yeah, I like smile ones. I think I originally wanted like piercings that, like, if you get piercings in like the dimple area, I think it almost like creates a pseudo dimple. And that's why I wanted the piercings in those areas. But I don't know if it was like a permanent thing, or if it only showed up if you had the piercings. And I also don't know if it was real, but they look really cute. That's why I wanted piercings earlier, but I didn't get them. But I'm very envious of people who have like the smile dimples. They're very, very pretty. You can make a tiara for the new model with human ears. Oh my god. That's cursed. That is so cursed. I love the there's been a couple of like people trying to draw like cat girls, but like they'll be like this, where it's like no human ears, there's cat ears, and then there's others there where it's like just like big human ears and no cat ears, but it's like where did the ears go? Different ways of doing them. Now we're all curious where the dimple is. No one will ever find out unless you meet me IRL and maybe you spot it. It's also not like a butt dimple. I know that's like a thing. I do not have butt dimples. And there wouldn't be a way for you to know if I had butt dimples if that was the case anyway. But no, I do not have butt dimples. But I've heard it's a very attractive feature. I've never seen it on anyone, like IRL, but apparently it does exist. And it looks very cute. I live too far, sadly. That's fine. That's fine. That's understandable. What a topic. What, have you ever seen anyone with butt dimples? They're like, I think they're meant to be like right above the butt, like the butt crack. I have a dimple in my feet. What the hell? Really? That's identifiable information. I've never seen anyone with dimples in their feet. How does that work? Is it like if you smile, there's just like a dent in your foot? I have faint ones and that's usually the norm. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I think sometimes some people have like they'll smile and they'll get like, not like a proper dimple, but like an indent almost. I think that looks really cute as well. I'm very curious about your feet dimple. Not because I have an interest in feet, but just because I'm like, how does that work? When I stretch my feet, it shows on top of it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, that's sick actually. I want feet dimples now. I'm gonna have to Google it. Foot dimple. Wait, that's actually cool as fuck. What the hell? So apparently people get dimples, like foot dimples in different areas of the foot. I do love every time you search anything to do with like a body type, you'll always get, not a body type, but like a body part, you'll always get like people with no toes and people with no fingers and stuff like that, and like really, really not very nice looking diseases and stuff. Like, I don't know why Google does this. Like, as soon as you search like, if you search like feet reference, or like just like foot, if you search like, oh, like I have something wrong with my feet, you just get like the worst of the worst cases of that, and it definitely does not scar you for life. No, it doesn't. Dangerous to Google anything human body related. It really is. Like, why does Google do this to us? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's a thing, but I have something that looks like one. I think I've just searched like foot dimple at the moment, and there are a couple of, like, I don't know what yours look like, but there's a couple of ones that like do look like they have some sort of dimples in their foot, and it's kind of cool. Why Sunny stream did become again a feet stream? This is a curse that will never go. All right, listen, I mentioned foot once. I mentioned foot once because someone brought it up. That does not. Do you want to see feet? Do you want to see feet? Is that what you want? There you go. There you go. The toes are sticking out just for you. Oh, I can't wait to fix that with a blend shape, honestly. It looks so fucking cursed. No, don't small head me. Woof woof. Fuck's sake. Why do you pay so much attention to feet? Are you that interested? Listen, feet are... They just the body part, alright? I'm not interested in that. Don't need to remember about feet existence. I mean, that's fair. Feet are strange creatures. They don't really make much sense. The more you look at them, the more you go, what the fuck? How do these things exist? It doesn't make any sense. Alright, I'm gonna say we're like fairly done with the face. We're gonna do some expression stuff, but that's gonna be once the blend shapes are set up, I think. I think we were gonna like delete some of these vertices. I think we also haven't made an inside mouth because why would I? So we need to figure out why this is like super pixelated, because this shouldn't. This looks wrong. Like, why is this? It doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna jump into top outfit real quick. We want to get started on the hair at some point as well, but right, where is it? We just swap to... Oh, I'm in base color, that's why. Let's swap to here, and let's try and figure this out. Yeah, why are you like so... I'm gonna just add a... I'm just gonna see if FXAA will just fix it, maybe. Where is it? It does, pretty much. I think there was meant to be a line art here, though. I don't know where that's gone. But what we need to do is we need to remove it from this bit. I think the FXAA thing is like causing it to not look great. I wonder, did we change any of the... Did we change this? No, it's a USB space neighbor. That's weird. Also, ads are coming. Yes, so I've just postponed it real quick. Oh shit, wait. It's meant to be this one. Yeah, where is this coming from? Oh, outline flattened. Alright, well. Can I... Oh, hang on. Can I not remove this? Oh, wait. There we go. And then I'm just gonna do that as well. See, I wonder if it's because it's like the same color as... Oh, no, it's not. All right. Okay, so why the... Okay. We'll just quickly fix this line. Actually, is it anywhere? Is it you? No, it's you, isn't it? I think it's you. Yeah, it's you. So, all right. Actually, let's just use the pen. Why not? let's do basic hard. And let's mirror it. It's a bit pixelated. I don't like it. It doesn't look that great. It will do for now. I might scale this UV. I feel like it will fit better in here. I don't know what's meant to be here that caused it to not be there. There's a lot of... Why is there so much space? This doesn't seem right. Like, this seems wrong. There must have been something that went here, right? Or just when I split them off, maybe? No, because this is the full material. That's weird. Oh no, it's the sleeves. It's the sleeves. Yeah, they're missing. Right, we're gonna take our second break of the day. It's 3 minutes. Don't worry, I'm gonna pause everything while we take our break. It's the perfect time to get something to drink, something to eat, anything. And I hope to see you guys in 3 minutes. All right, BRB. Hello, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, Chilky. You've been unpaused. I shall not be paused. It's okay. Hang on. I need to get positioned. It feels weird, like being able to just like pop out of this hole, you know? I was trying to like hide in it. I can't. I'm like half popped out. Ooh, it's getting cold, so I'm gonna turn that off. Right. Okay. Cool. Let's continue. Let me just save. I have been small-headed again. I can't believe it. Right. Okay. So we should probably like get shit done, shouldn't we? Oh, did we? Wait, I'm confused. Is it because we put the... Oh no, it does have... Yeah, it does have thingy. All right. So yeah, we just added a layer on here. I might potentially... Actually, let me try and erase that because that looks really ugly. Oh, I should probably select like the right layer first. No? Oh, it's not this one. Oh, this is the issue where like one of them is like not entire. It's fine. Actually, it doesn't really matter now that I think about it. It will be okay, right? But I do want to get rid of that middle line here. So what can that be? Oh wait, is it this? Is it just not? Ah, it's this. All right. There we go. Much better. Right. That's all gonna be gold, so we don't really have to worry about that, I think. Same with these. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with like the top of the earrings, because right now they're just like a color. I could make them gold as well, but I think it would be nice. Well, maybe I can do like purple, gold, green. That's like the 3 colors I use, right? Or maybe like purple, gold, purple, green, white. And then the middle bit is gold, maybe? Should we try that? Right, so if the middle bit is gold, then we should put that in. The whole bit. And then we want to do I guess these bits should also be gold. Like that makes sense to me. And then we'll do green. I guess purple. Purple. Maybe they should be a different color then. No, I feel like that middle bit should be gold. All right, you know what? Okay, hang on. I know. Purple, purple. Gold. Gold. I should probably just do this. Gold, and then this is green. That makes sense. Or should it be purple? Hang on. Right, let's just add green. I feel like green in the middle makes sense. I don't know if... I wonder if it should be purple and gold tips. I feel like that might be better. Like that fits more of like how like there's mostly purple. So if... Okay, hang on. So these are... Oh. Like, does that make more sense? I feel like that's worse. Where's that green coming from? Oh, right. I mean, that could work, actually. No, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Gold arms? What, you think it should be reverse? You think it should be purple on the out? What you had before? Yeah? Alright. Like this? I guess that... I think both make sense for different reasons. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with that. That's fine. Also, hello, Ike, welcome in. Are you here for the week's wisdom? Hang on, I need to have a stretch. This week's wisdom is just do it. Whatever you're wanting to do, unless it is harmful to yourself, just do it. There we go. That's the week's wisdom. I have to be careful to include the unless it is harmful to yourself, because otherwise it could be taken as very bad. Tax fraud. Maybe not. No, I feel like tax fraud is harmful to yourself in the long run if you get caught. I'll tax fraud you, Q? How does that work? Are you gonna steal his money? Are you gonna put his taxes in like his name? I guess that could work, actually. Not something I'd recommend, but it could work. I feel like the tax people is someone you really don't want to fuck with, because they will like chase after you till you die, and they'll probably also like chase your family as well. What the fuck? Oh, that's like a random stray edge. Should probably delete that. We're doing tax evasion around here? No. Only Chilky is doing tax fraud on Q's behalf. Just for legal reasons. That is a joke. Don't question it. All right. That's fine. All right. Okay. So I think you know what? We're getting fairly close to just finishing. And by finishing the outfit, I mean finishing what like I've done so far. I think I'd have to check it and see it in Unity to see if I'm fully done, if I want to add anything else, you know what I mean? Like, because I don't really have a reference. I'm just going off of pure vibes. So I think we should probably start the hair. It's probably time to start the hair. I don't know what I'm doing with the hair. I think the hair is probably the thing I've been stalling for the most because I just have no fucking clue what I want to do. By finishing the outfit, do you mean fixing the toes? No. No, so for the toes, that's going to be done with a blend shape, so I can't texture that away. So by done with outfit, I mean done with the actual texturing of the outfit, of the model, basically. I also don't really know what I'll do with the tail, but I think we'll tackle the hair first, and then we'll get to the tail. If we do any texturing for the tail, we'll then put the outer fur bit on top, so that should hopefully work. I still don't know what I'm doing with the, I guess the fur inside as well, and the ears. They were gold in the initial reference that I made, but it doesn't really look that good. And if I just leave it as yellow, it looks even weirder. So I think we're not gonna make them gold or yellow, whatever. We're gonna tackle the hair first though. So I guess we'll start with the front hair. I think that will be like the true decider, if that makes sense. Tax evasion tutorial Wednesday. To be fair, I don't even like in the UK, you don't have to like do your taxes unless you're like a freelancer. Like it just gets done for you. You get like a tax code, I think, depending on what you get from like your day job. But you don't have to actually file any taxes unless you're freelancing. I think you can earn up to a certain amount without having to pay any taxes on it every year. But then if you go past that point, you have to like pay taxes on like freelance money, basically. But no, I'm not going to be teaching how to do tax evasion. By the way, it looks great. I love the shoes a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm quite happy with them. But I think I've learned my lesson in a way, not in like a horrible way, but I think I've learned that if I want to have like an insanely good model, texture-wise, I need to get an insanely good artist to draw the reference. Because I think... The fuck? I think like I can recreate it and I can draw and whatever, but my designing skills is not up to par with people who spend like every day, like as much as I spend in Blender, they spend just drawing and designing. I think that's something I've learned, and that's fine. I'm allowed to have that as a learning experience, I think. Let's see, how do we... I think we'll separate this by bangs. But I still think the model will look fine. Like, it will be much better than my 1.0. So I think we're good in that regard. But... oh, I also need to do the body, but I can't do that on stream. So I will have to come later. I'm thinking, should we start with a bit of line art? Maybe try and figure out where we want line art. I think because this is flat, like the fringe bit is flat, we can outline all of this. And I think just to get a good start, I think what we can do is we can... I'm just gonna take like purple. We're gonna do that thing that we did. So I think it's add generator, and then it's not auto stitch, it's UV borderline. We're gonna have to do some cleanup after this, but I think it'll be good. That's just like a general start. So we'll do like so maybe. I think that should be fine. The only things that aren't flat are like these bits. So we're gonna have to be careful. Like we're gonna erase these lines. We're not gonna keep those. It might be best for me to add this as a, like just on the stuff that we know we're gonna keep. Like the thingy, like I'll remove it from I guess I can keep it on that. That's fine. But yeah, remove from those and we can tackle those separately. I think that's probably best. And then what I want to do, which is my new favorite magic trick, is like you can see the edges are quite hard or harsh. I want to do add filter. And then I want to select the FXAA, which gives us a very solid base to go by. I mean, we can also go back in and like adjust how we want it to look with this FXAA layer on, which is quite nice. But yeah, I think that is fine. You'll see a bit of like things that don't look right, but that's fine. We're not going to keep them in anyway, so let's do an add paint and let's just start erasing, cleaning up. Like I think keeping this, for example, will be fine, but we probably will end up cleaning that up as well a little bit. And I think this is the only thing that isn't symmetrical. Oh, and this bit as well. So I think we're just gonna have to add this as well, just very slowly. Just make sure this has everything. All right. Put symmetry back on. Oh. Just erase that. Oh shit, hang on. I should probably zoom in. I feel like I'm like drawing from ages away. Also probably try and draw not like a caveman, but that's quite hard for me. Right, this is like going up there. I don't know where that is. Where is that? Is it you? It's you. All right, let's swap a brush. Oh no, wait, it wasn't you. It was the other one. All right, okay. Where is this one then? No, it's not you. Is it up here? No. It's like a lot of them, isn't it? Like, hang on. If I just... I don't know if it's easier to basically duplicate this. Do this and then also get rid of these. And then we'll remove this from that one. Like that way we can keep them separated. Yeah, that's much easier. Oh, I should probably change the brush back. You are making an amazing job with the redesign. Color theory is hard even for designers. Also, you chose a wonderful color to work with. Not many 3D artists use them, so your model will get recognized easily. Hell yeah, I'll be unique. Thank you so much though. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I think what I knew that I wanted is I wanted purple. And I mean purple is a very, I'd say, used color just within VTubing. And I feel like purple, people associate purple with like idols and like it's a very popular color there as well. I just really like purple. I mean, I like most colors, but purple as a color is just really nice. So I thought, right, okay, what goes well with purple? So I know green does. I have green eyes, so it makes sense. And then gold also goes really well with purple. Now gold is usually not like my, like, if I'm wearing jewelry, I'm not wearing gold, I'm wearing silver, just based on like my skin complexion and stuff like that. But silver with purple just doesn't go as well together, I'd say, as gold does. And again, gold and purple is a very, very popular combo. Not necessarily for idols, but like if you think like KDA, it's a lot of gold and purple there. And I think my initial outfit was a little bit inspired by KDA in certain ways. Like some KDA members, KDA, if anyone doesn't know, is like a virtual K-pop group which stemmed from League of Legends and Riot Games, and they make insanely good music. I love KDA music so much, but I think their first look was very much like purple and gold based, but then I also think their second look has more blue in it, which is fine. But Sunny is an idol confirmed. No, but I mean, I feel like a lot of like how I view VTubing designs in general, it's either like you go mega hard on a specific theme or a specific animal. Like for example, if you're like a crocodile VTuber, you will have crocodile elements in your design. You might have like outfit based off of like the area the crocodile is from, like what people will wear out there, like, and I think that's really cool. It's very much like, I am crocodile VTuber, here's my theme, and it's amazing because you can do so much with that. I didn't want to be like, because I picked cat, I didn't want to be like everything is revolving around cat, because I think it's quite difficult to stand out that way. If you do like a fluffy cat with lots of fur, and with that's kind of what I've done. Like I have a lot of hair, I have a big poofy tail, but the main focus isn't cat. The main focus is, well, there isn't a main focus, I don't think, which could be an issue and could also be a good thing. Like mainly I'm a 3D modeler, which is where I have the references to like the cubes, the gizmo, like stuff like that. There's a little bit of like idol / magical girl-esque design, but that's just because A, I really like magical girls, and B, I like idol outfits. And this whole slit thing has been like something that's been in like pretty much all of my designs. Like my skirt currently has it, but in a different way. So yeah, it's just like a mix of a lot of things. But yeah, as Chilky said, I am the main focus. I don't have like a specific team. I don't have a team, but I don't have like a specific theme either. I kind of wish I did, because I think it would be a lot easier if I did. Like if I just pick like a unique animal, like say, I think originally I was gonna pick a rat because I really like pet rats. I used to have pet rats. They're amazing pets. I was gonna pick a rat, and then I don't know why I was like, no, I'm just gonna pick a cat, because cats, everyone's a cat. It makes sense. It's fine. I think it's still like, I think it'll still be cute with like a rat-esque design, but that's why I want to make my mascots like rat instead. I think that works. The whole cat, like cat and it's more cat and mouse, but I mean, people half the time don't know the difference between a rat and a mouse anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's like that whole dynamic I think works fine. I just need to finalize the design of the mascots, and I'm very tempted to commission someone. But I think I just need to finish my model, finish my reference, finish something so that I can have something to show to artists. Otherwise, they're not gonna know. It's gonna be very awkward, you know? Team Zenny. Become a tapir VTuber? What on earth is a tapir VTuber? Or what is a tapir? Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's very cute. Yeah, I think if there was like a tapir VTuber, I think that would be sick. They have a very long nose, don't they? Holy shit. Very nice. They have like weird spot patterns as well. Like some of them are spotty. That's cool. Q money. Cuban mentioned. Gold. Tax fraud. Oh, yeah, because I mentioned a cube, didn't I? Shake my head. For me, Seni Avatar is the goddess of default cubes to take care of all the poor cubes that get removed when starting a new blended project. I am happy for that to be like the actual canon lore. The fanon becomes the canon, you know? I don't have any specific lore. I sat down and I was like, right, because I was struggling a little bit with like what my identity was and like what I am as a VTuber, not as like a complete person. But I try to look at like, I try to think of things, and I think I was like, you know what, like this specific idea, like that makes sense. But then I just like, I had no like drive to actually like write it or make it into a thing. Lore writing is not my thing. It's just not. Having a lore, I think, is cool. The idea of it is cool, but and following the lore, I think, is also cool. Like that's fine. But making the lore is, I cannot write. I can barely type anything. Like sentences. I can barely speak as well, but that's a different problem. Babies are spotted, which is very cute. Oh, so do they? Oh, right. So do they like unspot themselves when they get older? That's kind of cool. How does that work? There is a tapir VTuber. It's Nimi Nightmare. Isn't she a ghost? I don't know what she is actually. Hang on. I've seen her design. She's a very, very cute design. Or am I thinking of someone else? No, I'm thinking of... Oh, who am I thinking of? Mint Phantome? She's a ghost, right? Nimi Nightmare. I've seen her design before. But I was thinking of the wrong maid. Is she actually like the animal? Oh yeah, I'm a mythological tapir-like creature believed to eat nightmares. That is really cute. I like that. Zenny, you call every design very cute. Expand your vocabulary. No! Cute things deserve to be called cute. I don't like using words like sexy or... Like, I'll use pretty, cute. That's about it. I don't like... It feels weird. Like, if I thought something was hot, like, if I was like, oh, that's a really nice looking design, like, I can understand why people like this. I could never be like, oh, that design is so sexy. Sexy is a nasty word. I don't like it. So I just go, oh yeah, that's really cute. And it usually hot go together with cuteness for me. So that's fine. I'm not gonna expand my vocabulary. And if I like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's ugly either, you know? Like with boars. I didn't know boars were spotted either. What the hell? She doesn't have a long nose. Oh my god. She's a fake tapir? What the hell? Does she still stream? I'm just having a look at her art right now. Apparently there's an art of her that's like a cat stole her wig. That's pretty funny. How did that happen? Let's see. She must still stream, right? Yeah, she does. All right. That's good. No one who's like streaming are ever allowed to graduate unless they do something really bad. Sexy is a nasty word. Zenny is very pure. It's not that. It just feels wrong to say. Like the word itself doesn't feel nice. I don't mind when other people call other things sexy or other people sexy. Like that's fine. It's just it's a weird word for me to say. I don't like the way that it sounds when I say it. It's kind of same with like I'm trying to think of a different word that I don't like to use. I don't know. My vocabulary is really small. I can't think of any other words. But sexy is one of them. Yeah, it sounds weird. I don't like it. It feels very... Like, I'd rather say someone looks good or someone looks handsome. Like, even women, like, a woman looks handsome than like sexy. I don't know. Yeah. Sexy is well a word on its own. I also stand Senny on not using sexy. I feel weird when I use it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think it's because like if someone were to compliment me and say, oh, like, your outfit looks really cute, your outfit looks really good, your outfit looks, I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. If someone went up to me and said, your outfit looks really sexy, I'd be like, what the fuck, I'm gonna call the police. Get out. Get away. Hot is fine. I think I struggle to pronounce it like hot. Like, it sounds weird when I say it, but typing it is like okay. But it's not my preferred word, no. I think you're thinking of the term sexy as a method of expressing sexual attraction rather than a compliment. No, because people would use that as a compliment. Like, oh, you look sexy today or whatever. And it's like, oh, I don't know. Why would you say that? That's weird. I don't like it. Saying you look good, it just feels more than just the sexual bit. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. It's a weird word. I prefer pretty as well. Yeah, pretty is nice. Cute is my it's the word I use the most. I do agree. Every time I see like someone post VIPs or someone posts like anything in my server and I think the design looks good, I'm like, oh yeah, that's really cute. Because I think it's also really cute. But yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. I also think cute for me is more wholesome. Like, it's less, I guess, sexual. Like, it conveys a different meaning in the way that it's like, I come here in peace. I'm not trying to like do anything. I'm just like, yeah, your outfit looks cute. If I said sexy, oh no, it'd be weird. I don't know. Hi Mio, hello, welcome. I just got back from college. Ooh, welcome back from college, I guess. Did you have fun? Here we say that the character is full of help. Ooh, that's a nice phrase. I'm trying to think what we say in Norwegian. Oh, in Norwegian we have pan, fin, and pan. Pan is like pretty. Fin is like, or fin, no. Det är fint. Så fin, yeah, fin. It's also like pretty, but if you say fint, it's like good. So it's kind of more like that. I think the Norwegian equivalent of sexy, I mean, you can say sexy in Norwegian, but I think lekker is like another nasty word, but it's like the Norwegian equivalent. Like lekker is something people use about their cars and women, which is a bit but it's almost like a vulgar word. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Words are weird. Like, there'll be certain words that I really like to say, and there'll be other words that I'm like, oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The way it sounds, the way that makes people feel, the way it makes me feel, like, yeah, it kind of just not controls, but it decides what words you prefer, I guess. Cute is a good option too, and sometimes I say kawaii if I see the cutest thing in the world that is a bless of the gods. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, yeah. I think sometimes I say Norwegian words, like when I'm like surprised, or like when I'm like really angry, I'll say like Norwegian words, because it's like the thing that, it's me at its core. So I get other people using like other languages, like words from other languages now and again, you know? On point could be used to, yeah, on point is fine. On point is also like very wholesome in the way that it's like described. Don't get me wrong, I'm not some kind of like Puritan, is that what it's called? Like, I'm not like, oh my god, we should ban sex, we should ban lust, we should ban, like, no, that's not what I mean. It's just, I don't know. I don't like the word, okay? I'm gonna stop trying to explain myself. Not that you guys have even asked for an explanation. But yeah, words are weird. Languages are weird. Like, I feel like if the word sexy in a different language was used and I thought it sounded okay, I'd be more inclined to use it. It's just the way that I associate the word, which makes me go, maybe not. Blessed by Aphrodite. That's one I see a lot on TikTok. And then I see other comments go, oh no, this should be blessed by Aphrodite. That's bad. That's bad. I noticed now the emote on it. It looks amazingly cute. I really like it. Oh, the lurk one. Yeah, that one's really cute. Beautiful is another word that I think I'll use about things, or like this painting is beautiful, but it has a different meaning. Beautiful almost transcends cute to me. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. I'm much more inclined to say, oh, it's so beautiful, rather than, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, I think it depends. I wouldn't use beautiful as like a compliment in the way that like, oh, that looks really cute on you. It would be more like, oh, but you are really beautiful. Like if someone was like, oh, I'm not pretty, I'm like, no, you're really beautiful. Like that's different. But not as like, oh, you look really beautiful. Oh, maybe I would. I don't know. Cute just works. Cute is fine. Everyone likes cute. Everyone likes being called cute, right? Maybe not actually. Maybe some people don't like it. Yeah, it's a friend's emote that was made with that one thing Zenny also got. Yes, Emote Lab. I love that program so much. It's I was gonna say it's very cheap on Steam. I don't actually know how cheap it is anymore. I think it was on sale when I bought it, but it's very affordable as either a way to just get more emotes, like if you don't have a lot of emotes, or B, as a way to start out. Like if you're starting streaming and starting something and you just want some emotes, it's a perfect way to just get your hands on someone. And then obviously that doesn't mean you should never commission emote artist, but it's a nice way to just get started, and then you can commission like emote artists based on like, you know, what you're missing, what the thing doesn't provide you. If you just want to like upgrade your emotes and stuff like that, you can make PNG YouTubers from it too. That is true. Yes, I think recently there's been some PNG stuff added where it's like open mouth. I think they're really nice as well. It's just like, I think for me right now it says it's sorry, £7.49, which is pretty cheap if you compare it to other things. So how much is that in USD? I'm gonna say it's like $10 roughly. I usually think that pound and dollars are 1-to-1, but they're not. Yeah, it's about $9.48. So for something that gives you like a shit ton of animated emotes, it's pretty good. And the creator of Emote Lab, they have a really strange and awkward name to pronounce. It's like 0x4682b4. That's her name. They have done customizable models in the past, which were also really affordable and nice. One of them is the one that I have, which is like the Pixel one. I haven't used it yet because I only converted or made my 2.0 out of it. I want to start using it once I'm starting to use my 3D model, if that makes sense. I'm going to start using the 2D version then as well, because I have the Prism model, which I'm going to be using with it as well. But I haven't finished doing all the textures. Oh, I see. Emote Lab is a really amazing tool. It's like magic for me. Yeah, no, it's really nice, like what you can do with it, and just the like accessibility it provides to just get started with some emotes. Because I think when you start streaming, it's like your brain is like, oh, I want to get all these like stream assets and like all that stuff, and that's a lot of money just up front before you even know if you like streaming. Now you need to hit, as far as I know, maybe they've changed this, but when I became affiliate, you had to like become affiliate to use emotes. So I couldn't just obviously use it straight away. But I decided to draw my own emotes when I hit either before or after I hit affiliate. I did some, I think it's like I did like 4 emotes, and they took a lot of time because I don't really draw that much anymore. I think the emotes that I did were cute. I like the head pat one the most, like that's my favorite. But they're not really up to the standard of like other people's emotes. And I didn't have any animated emotes. I think that's also something that Emo Lab does really well, is allows you to get animated ones, because they can get really expensive if like if you do it as a commission, because they take a lot of time to make. So for that stuff, I think it's really nice. Hi Gamazel, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's still like that. You need to arrive to affiliate at your own emotes to point rewards and other assets. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like anyone should be able to use emotes, but I guess it's a way to like stop just like anyone making an account and then putting like all sorts of weird stuff on there. Like the system being abused basically, like you have to affiliate it. But I do wish that they made it so that, you know, after like 30 days, after whatever, like you could then just get them basically. I think that would be quite nice. Why? Oh, that's why. I need to get like in there. I don't know how. Oh no, wait, that's separate. Never mind. That's separate. What I really wish though that they had on Twitch is like, I know that you can do predictions on Twitch, but I really like StreamerBot system of like, not StreamerBot, sorry, Stream Element system of like you can play little mini games and stuff to get more points, or you can even award points. I wish I could award channel points. Unfortunately, I can't, as far as I know, and that really sucks. Because like imagine if I had a little quiz and something, like I guess you'd use prediction for it, but it just wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't be the same. All right. So we have a couple of things that we're gonna have to do. So because I did all of these as a plane, I won't be able to do my usual way of like, let me show you. I won't be able to do my usual way of adding a separate color to here because it's part of the same plane as this. Oh, I was gonna say, except for the fact that we're gonna use Payomi, because Payomi allows you to do that, but I'm not gonna use Payomi. Oh, I wonder if Pototune. Oh, I wonder if Pototune has that option. I don't know if it does. Oh, I might need to start like requesting like a billion, a billion features. Be like, hey, can you please add this, please? Because I messed up and forgot. I wonder if it do. Hang on, I'm having a look now because I still have the docs open. I can't find anything. Damn it. All right. I guess for those, it won't matter. I mean, the back hair doesn't have this issue, so it's fine, but... How are you doing? I'm gonna assume you're asking me. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun? Did you make some wood? Or make some tables? Or something to do with wood? I don't know. You haven't spoken about your wood stuff lately, so I don't know if you've been working on anything. You can always create your own point system independent of Twitch one, but it's not as integrated as the Twitch one. Yeah, I think Streamer Elements has one, which is like the loyalty program, which I think is really cool. Like I wanna, when I set up my 2.0, I wanna add some channel points for like people who have been here a really long time. That they can cash in on, which is like, you know, a free chibi model, free something, whatever. I think that could be quite nice just to like give back to the community. But I want to do all that when I have my 2.0. I think probably makes the most sense. I want to turn this intersection off because it's annoying me. I realize we haven't been doing as much progress on the hair as I'd like, but that's fine. I've started, which means I can't just like stop it now. So we should be good to continue. But yeah, basically the plan is because I've just realized the time. The plan is for next time is to do the line art on the hair, add a bit of shadow and stuff, and start actually texturing it, I guess. Which is a bit of a ball ache because stupid ass me decided to make 3 different hairstyles for the back. Who thought that was a good idea? I'll just blame you guys. It's fine. It's your fault. But yeah, we still have quite a bit to do, but we're getting there. I think it looks nice. It looks lovely. Looks good. I gamed a lot mostly. Oh, what'd you play? I started playing Sunless Zone Zero. I think it was yesterday. I wanted to check that my wrist was okay because last time I tried to play it, I played with a mouse for like 5 minutes and was like, holy shit, no, this can't be done. But I played it with a controller instead, and with the controller it was actually quite okay. So I'm excited to play some more of that. I want the snake lady, but I'm not gonna get the snake lady, unfortunately. I'm refusing to spend any money on it, so I'm at the mercy of the system. Well, I haven't really been making anything as of recent. I haven't had the time. As of right now, I don't really know what I can make for myself other than a laundry basket. Because my plastic one broke a few months ago, so the laundry has just been laying on the floor. Make yourself a laundry basket. What the hell? Don't leave it on the floor. It's dirty on the floor. Enfield, since they had an update last week, and a little bit of Apex Legends. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. I've not played Apex Legends. It's not like my type of game, but I've heard a lot of good things about Enfield. The only reason why I picked up Sunless Zone Zero instead of like Enfield was I knew that Sunless Zone Zero had action and it's Hoyoverse. I really like the animations and stuff like that of it. So obviously time will tell how long I'll actually play it. But I used to be like a big, like, I say big as in not big as in popular, but as in big as in spent a lot of time playing Genshin. Hoyoverse just kind of does things right that I like. I also like Wuthering Waves, is that what it's called? I played that for a bit, and then, but then I think I caught up with like the story, and then I stopped. But yeah, I can only really do one gacha at a time. Otherwise, it becomes like a second job. I can't do that. I already have a second job, which is freelancing. I only have so much time, so yeah. I played Sunless Zone Zero for like a week. I can't play gacha anymore, not gonna lie. That's fair. That's fair. I did use Bernice's body as reference for my OCs. I mean, Bernice is a very cute character, so it makes sense. Well, my laundry is also dirty, so they are perfect for each other. Wash your laundry and then put it in your newly created laundry basket. Or just get a new plastic one. That works. Gachas are nice, but they really consume a lot. But a lot of time. Yeah, 100%. They do. I think when I played Genshin, every time there was a new story content came out, I'd just like binge it basically, and then I'd log off once I was done. I didn't really touch it since. I think I would enjoy returning to Genshin because I got a nice character before I logged off. Literally just pulled for her and got her, and I was like, oh, okay, time to log off, and then I just never got back on. But it was the father character. She's amazing. I don't have any of her weapons or anything, but that's fine. I don't care about that. But yeah, I might return to Genshin. I don't know. I just don't know how fun Genshin will be like. Genshin or even Sunless Zone Zero will be on stream. It's a lot of just like it's kind of like a solo player game in the way that I know that people really love Genshin, like watching people pull for Genshin and play Genshin and stuff like that like a couple of years ago, but I don't know how fun it is in general. Like it's just like a sit down and relax game to me. Wait, you put clean laundry in the laundry basket? Yeah. Wait, hang on, sorry. I think our definitions of laundry baskets are a bit different. So I have a cloth or like a fabric laundry basket, right? That I put my dirty laundry in. And then I take that bag down. Well, I say I do. Visu does a lot of laundry. We take that bag down and then we'll put the laundry on. And then I have like a hard plastic laundry basket which I then put the clean clothes in to carry it back upstairs. So I don't put it in the dirty laundry basket. I put it in like the clean plastic one, if that makes sense. It makes it sound like I have a lot of laundry baskets. I don't. Well, that's a lie, because we were doing a lot of washing. Like, we were trying to wash basically all of our clothing for like a spring clean thing. And we ended up getting another 2 plastic, hard plastic washing baskets, or like laundry baskets. But that's fine. That's fine. They stack, so it's all good. But Genshin Quest is such a chore. I dropped it for good and will never install again. That's fine. Yeah, it was fine in the first 9 months when it first came out. That's fair. I mean, if the quests don't vibe with you, that's okay. I did the Fiorina. No, what's her name? I don't know. That quest line, and I really loved that. I thought it was amazing. So that was the last quest line I played. But I quite enjoy it for the story. I don't really care about anything else. Like, I used to grind quite a bit to get, like, you know, the best weapons, like the best, what are they called? Artifacts or something. I got some pretty good artifacts on Hu Tao and Ayaka, but because those were my mains. But since then I just kind of stopped caring. And that's when I just would log on for the story and then log back off. Or for like characters I really liked. We have a dirty laundry basket and a chair for the clean laundry. Not the chair, no. To be fair, when I used to grow up, a lot of the clean laundry would just go onto the couch. Like, we had like a downstairs couch. And then it would be folded away and put away. It wouldn't actually go into any basket once it was clean. The most annoying part for me is hoping you get the right rolls in your artifacts when leveling. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I quite enjoyed playing it, like, when it came out and, like, throughout. And then I think Sumeru hit, and that's when I stopped, like, really caring. Like, I logged on for Sumeru, and that was about it. And then I logged on for Fontaine. Is that what it's called? I really liked the quest lines of Fontaine. I thought that they were really well made, and they made me cry. But I haven't really cared about anything after that. I also really like, I don't remember the area, but Raiden Shogun's area as well was really good. I also managed to pull for her, thankfully, because she absolute insane character. But I don't have like the nice weapon for her or the nice artifacts for her, so I don't really play her much when I do play. But yeah, you know what? It is time to sleep. So I'm gonna see who's online, and we're gonna have a look. But you know what? I think even if we didn't do as much progress, I think we're steadily becoming more and more what's it called? Focused. Yeah. I'm going back to, like, I'm trying my best to talk and yap and all that stuff while also working on something, but it's quite difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting there. Exactly. Right. I'm just having a look to see who we can raid. We have a couple of people who's online. Okay, I think I know who we're gonna say hello to. I'm just having a look to see what they're working on. Thanks for the stream, Zenny. Pretty appreciate it. Also, bye everyone. Have an amazing day/night. Yes, I hope everyone has a lovely night. Let me just swap the scene actually. Hello. I know, I literally, it's really funny because I have VTuber Studio open and I was like, well, I might use that one, but then I was like, no, I'm just gonna use the 3D instead. Yeah, so I think what we can do is we can go and say, oh, let me snooze that ad. We can go say hello to Wexter2507. They're an amazing sculptor. They also do a lot of 3D printed stuff, which is really cool. I think we rated them not too long ago. And I had a lovely chat. So I think, yeah, we can go say hello again, but I'm probably gonna be raiding and running, just because I need to go to bed and get prepared. So, but I want you guys to have like someone to watch if you want. So I think it'll be nice to raid. So yes, let me just get that started. Raids. All right, there we go. Let me copy my message. Right, there we go as well. That's good. All right. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. As mentioned last week, but just a reminder, we're taking it day by day on my wrist. I think my wrist is like finally almost like done. Like I'm using my PC every day. I'm like, when I'm even offline, I'm doing just commission work at the moment, and it's getting better, and I'm nearly done with the texturing phase of the commission, so hopefully that should also reduce the amount of drawing I do. So I think that the wrist is fully healing, so I'm hoping maybe by next week we'll be able to get back to doing stream schedules again. But if I do stream, it will be on Wednesday and Friday, but just taking it day by day, and I'll let you guys know on Discord if the stream is going ahead. And that's why it's important to be in the Discord server, because I don't post it on Twitter. So there you go. It's like exclusive information. All right. But yes, I hope you guys all have a lovely evening and have a lovely Tuesday as well tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's about it. All right, cool. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.